Hi everyone, this is a showcase and setup guide for the ambient character shadow system for Unity's built-in render pipeline. This technique for rendering shadows is used in many AAA titles, like The Last of Us. However, this implementation uses capsules to represent characters. This system is simple in a sense that it uses existing capsule colliders, which you might already be using for your character as a ragdoll or just simple hitboxes. It also uses Unity's built-in light probe system in order to determine the direction and intensity of the soft shadows, which smoothly integrates with the existing baking setups. So once you import this asset, you get this folder called ACS, short for Ambient Character Shadows. You can find the example scene I'm currently showcasing in the example folder here. So we're going to set it up starting from a blank new scene. To start, I'm gonna add a shadow renderer component to our camera. And for simplicity purposes, I'm gonna add some Unity capsules which already have a capsule collider applied on them. Next, I'll group them under an empty game object, which we'll add the character shadow component to. And that's it. If we press play now, it works. The shadow will be weak and pointing downwards as it's capturing from the skybox probe, which has no strong lighting on it in one specific direction, but we can see it clearly working with no post-processing stuff. So now that we're over the setup part, I'll go back to the example scene to go through the various parameters that can be played with. Starting with the shadow renderer. We have AO intensity, short for ambient occlusion intensity, ranging from 0 to 1, to control the non-directional occlusion from characters on nearby objects. And shadow intensity, same concept but for directional shadows. Directional shadows are going to depend on whatever lighting data the light probes are carrying at a specific location. And finally, shadow sharpness, which controls how much or how less the shadow blurs away, to emulate the effect of a penumbra. Ideally, you'd want to keep shadow sharpness at a value where the capsules are indistinguishable as an actual capsule, like you can see here. Now we have the character shadow component. It has a radius which controls how much the shadow extends in real-world units for optimization purposes. The shadows also fade away smoothly as they reach their radius. Next, we have a list of all capsule colliders that are attached to the children, or in this case, the bones of the character. Let's say, for instance, our character has a capsule collider that surrounds it for gameplay purposes, but we want to exclude that capsule from rendering. We can simply find this capsule in this list and uncheck it. And that's about everything. It's a simple lightweight asset, but it adds a lot visually to scenes with soft lighting, where characters may look like they're stamped on there.